I made the cake last night and now I'm waiting for the person who loves enjoying it most to give us a review of what he thinks about it. So I don't have to be the one saying how good it is. All right, honey, let's hear it.
Take a bite.
Let me have a close up
Yummy.
of the cake too.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's yummy.
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, you did a good job, honey.
Thank you. All right. So I'll start off with a block of butter. You can use coconut oil if you like. So this is one block of butter. I just took it from the fridge, so I'll put it in the microwave for a few seconds, say maybe 17 seconds for it to go down a bit. And as that happens, I actually got the recipe for the cake from my friend Anne. We had gone to visit her auntie in Dallas Fort Worth area, and I loved it. But now the other thing is I don't like doing a lot of wheat. I like oats more in my pastry, so I'll incorporate the original recipe has just whole wheat, but I like putting a cup of oatmeal in it. And so what I do, I just take my blender and I just blend the whole still cut oats. I'll just put 1 cup of it. Maybe I should. And so what that does is, I find oatmeal, they're more filling, and yeah, I've removed some gloves here. Let me put them on. Yeah, so how are you doing? How's life treating you? We thank God that COVID has gone down here. We don't have even to use masks as we go to the supermarket, and that's something to bless the Lord for. So I put a cup of whole steel cut oats here. I'm gonna blend it a bit. Let's see. I'll just put it here. I'm gonna make a bit of noise. It's done. I love my blender because it's able to cut into the still. Yeah, so now I'll put just beat the egg into the butter, which has softened now. 2 eggs. And I like putting sugar at this point, so it helps with the beating the butter and egg. So with the sugar, the good thing is you can put as little or as much as you want. I normally put half a cup, or you can put 3/4 if you like. So I find like that's pretty much enough. You can substitute sugar also with honey, agave, or anything else. So I'm gonna beat this together, and at the same time as I'm doing this, the recipe calls for buttermilk, and since I don't have buttermilk, I just use a lemon. That's the easiest way to make buttermilk, or even what, sour cream maybe. Yeah, so that helps. So I'll put a lemon into my milk. I have a whole cup of milk here. I just put half a lemon in there, and I'll stir it a bit so it all gets the goodness there. All right, so as we are done with that, I'm gonna put the rest of the dry ingredients here as we wait for the milk to do its thing. So it's a bit lumpy. You don't want it to be too small. So what I'm gonna put, I'll add on the baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and then I'll put on 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Yeah. And then this is the sweet part I love, because now you can play with it and make it as much yours as you want. So I love cardamom. And so that's what I put in. It's in here, but I used my blender. I blended it, and that's how it looks like when you blend it. And so I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of that. I'd also put some cinnamon, spoon of cinnamon there, teaspoon of cinnamon. And what I also like is a kick of some salt in it. It balances the sweetness therein. So a pinch of salt. And what else do we have? So I'm gonna stir that a bit, and then I'm gonna pour in the milk, which has now, you can see the effect has taken place. It's now having the buttermilk consistency. So I'll just stir a bit everything all together, and then I'll go to the dry ingredients. And so on the dry ingredients, I'll get my 1 cup of oats that I just blended. I'll put it in there. I don't need to measure it again because it was 1 cup when I put it in there, but it's still 1 cup. And then I'll put a cup of wheat, whole wheat. And that's pretty much it. Oh, wait a bit. I'll put a little bit of corn too. I like when the cake is a bit, I don't know how to put it, a bit of texture. So I just put a little bit of corn flour in there, and I stir everything together. There you can see here. Bring the camera closer. Okay. And that's as so you just give it a good stir. You don't want it to be fine, just a little bit. And at this point, I'm going to put in some coconut flakes. Like I said, you can make it as personalized as you want. Anything that works for you, just put in there. And I have a little bit of pecan. I'll throw them in there. I'll also leave a little bit for me to garnish with on top. But I like the crunch that it has in there. And lastly, I'll throw in some pieces of blueberries and raisins. I like trying to look for them in there as I take a bite. Yeah. So just, and you can also try, if you have a sweet tooth, you can try maybe some chocolate chip cookies. Sometimes I put that in for the kids and they love it. So I make a varied, I try to make a different kind of it every time. Sometimes I'll even put banana. So the possibilities are endless. And so now I'll just transfer it to the mold. I have the mold here, which I'll put in. I like the shape it comes out with. And I'll spray some canola oil in there so it doesn't stick to the mold. I mean canola spray, not oil, but you can also apply some butter. It's just something to make it not stick to the mold you're using. So I find it simple. I like doing it in the evening after dinner, and then 1 hour later it's ready. I take it out, and in the morning we have something for breakfast. Yeah. That's enough. So just transfer it there to the mold. So you transfer it in the mold, and there it is. And this is the part I told you I love, because I get to customize it. And the kids also, right now they're taking a nap, but when I make this and they are with me, they love helping mommy out when it comes to putting all these nice things on top of the cake. So you can put pretty much your favorite stuff. So here I said I'm putting some raisins, some blueberries, and that also helps, because you see when you haven't put so much sugar in there, so the natural sugars in the fruits also help to bring that out. I'll just add the little pecans too, just for texture, for garnishing, and they look nice when it comes out, and then that crunch also when you're taking a bite. It's so good. And of course they're nutritious, not forgetting they're good fats for you. And lastly, I'll just put a little bit of the oats to tell the person having the cake that it has some oatmeal in it. It's not just good old wheat, you know. Now we know the options. You don't have to be stuck to eating wheat 24/7. Yeah. There we go. Tell me you like it. So all that's remaining is to pop it in the oven for 50 minutes and it's good to go. Okay, so I'm gonna put it in the oven, and then we're gonna put it at 350. You don't have to preheat it. So said you started at 350. Cook time is 50 minutes. And push the button and you're ready to go. And I'll show it to you when it's ready. Yeah? Okay? Bye. So we're gonna remove our cake and see how it goes. Oh, look at that. Nice. I'm gonna get a plate. I think I'll just move with the camera here and show you. So that it looks really yummy. And now you can turn it into the plate. That's what it looks like. Yay, you want to have some cake? So you can leave it like that. Let's see. Trying to get a nice angle. You can leave it like that, or you can turn it around